intersection, interchange, interchange, and then this is ramp, R-A-M-P, ramp. The definition of highways is often confused with road. Highway is not road. Usually road include highway and urban road. Highway includes freeway, and urban road include expressway. So it's often confused. The definition of road in general includes all the road used for vehicles, pedestrians, and so on. Highways are different. Support specific objects and require certain design standards. Built for public transportation. So urban road is in the city, and highway is out of the city. In America, highway is called rural road. Rural. In the level.
The first part is for gas.
For gas. For gas. The gas pipe and the water pipe is on the plant street, under the plant street, or pedestrian street, under pedestrian street. Not on the lane, not under the lane.
Beside the road, people walk.
Why? Why they are they under the lane? Because if the pipe need to modify to repair under the plant, under the grass, it's not drag the land. We will not drag the land. So it's have no impact on the traffic. Have no impact on the traffic.
That's all.
就说放在
No, this one. No, this one. The pipeline. This.
放在你看放在这个绿化带下面，就是 plant street。 种树 tree
烟囱。
种树种草是吧？放在这个绿化带下面 under this 如果要坏了的话 ，if they are destroyed or will挖 drag this soil and to repair them is another thing 不用把路面挖坏，所以不影响交通，车辆还可以开，不会堵车。
对，OK。这个。
哪个？你上来。This is rain water. Rain pipe. Rain water pipe. This is waste water pipe. Waste water pipe. Waste.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Waste.
Okay.
This is water.
And.
Communication.
Yeah.
Communication cable.
Communication.
Communication for.
Network.
通信
Phone lines.
Communication cable.
or TV line, TV pipeline, for TV, for LED,
Electricity.
network pipe, network pipe. This is cable for LED, for LED. Roadside, for roadside LED. This part and this part is for vehicles, for cars, trucks, bus. This part and this part is for bikes, for 电动车 电动自行车 electric bike, for bike or electric bike. This is for this part and this part is for pedestrian. Pedestrian for people. Pedestrian. 人行道，叫中文人行道机动车道，非机动车道，机动就是 electric or electric car vehicle or gas vehicle 加油的车或者是充电的车，反正只要是车or motor vehicle bike or vehicle without motor without motor or without motor.
This one.
Okay. This is a picture of bridge. Gong Qiao. Arch bridge. Arch bridge. Cow bridge. 涵洞。tunnel 隧道 tunnel 隧道 tunnel the entrance. This is the entrance. This is the exit. Railing wall. Railing wall. Railing wall. Slope protection. Slope protection. Slope protection. Use grass. Grass. This is not grass. This is composed of concrete, or rocks. This is the traffic facilities. Traffic signs and traffic markings. Traffic signs and traffic markings. Your country, your mother country, the signs of the markings of your mother country is different from China.
Yeah.
Not different from China. So we can name the design series and design series. But when you go back, you use the series and use the series to design your road in your country. The technical standards for highway and urban road in China is the main standards the main standard distributed by the government, by the transportation department, traffic and transportation department of China. The most important standard is technical standards for road survey and design. The most important standard is technical standards of highway engineering. The technical standards of highway engineering. 公路工程技术标准 in Chinese is distributed in 2014. The standard in China for highway is modified
every 10 years. Every 10 years. Every decade. Every 10 years. The last version of technical standards of highway engineering is was distributed in 2004. Specifications of highway alignment design. It's called JTG D20 2017. These two standards and specifications is the most it is important for this course. Important for this course. For urban road, specification for design for the urban road and engineering. It's called CJJ 37 2012. This is year in 27 in distributed in 2012. Technical standards related specifications of highway survey. It's called JTG C 10 2007. Other technical basis. Documentation methods of highway engineering, capital construction, projects design. Specification of traffic design of urban roads is called the code. The code is GB 50220 line 5. Specification of factory and the mine road design is very old. Very old. The code is GBJ 2287. It was distributed in 1987. So it's old. It's old. Specification of highway environmental protection design. JTG, the code is JTG C 10 20 in 2010 and 2010.
Oh shit. Those technical basis. Those standards is for China, only for China?
In China.
Only in China.
Only in China. Only in
In our
China.
country, no?
Huh?
Mail in our country?
Not other
It's
country.
different. It's different.
Not other country. In China. 每个国家都不一样，每个国家都不一样啊。In different, the standard and specification is different from different in all countries. All countries. So we must learn the theory, not the standards and the specification. If we learn the theory, we can get the ability to solve the road survey and design, the problem of road survey and design. First and second technical standard of highway engineering, specifications of highway alignment and design had been translated for English versions. We can buy the or in the network on the shop of Jingdong or Dangdang.com or Jingdong.com or 借图书馆借in our library 应该也有图书馆借怎么说？借书，借东西，借。English library 可能有英语版本的 in English JTG this and this one in English. Borrow. We can borrow the two standard from our library. University library.
Next time, I'll show you. Next time.
不一定有啊，不一定有，但是你们可以去找一下。如果没有在网上看可不可以要 Office 买一下 ，Office 大家一起看，要 Office 买英文版本的大家一起看。因为我们没有英文教材have no books for this course, so the English standard and specification is important from our learning. Section 2, Traffic and Transportation Systems and Road Transportation. Part 1, Transportation System. 5 parts, 5 specific species or 5 kinds. Railway transportation, road transportation, water transportation, air transportation, pipeline transportation. 5 kinds. Further, the applications of every means of transportation. It's different, very different. They are very different. Huh? Okay, okay. Railway, road, water, air, pipeline. Air transportation is by plane.
by train. Road is by vehicle. Water is by ship. Pipeline is by pipe. Pipeline transportation for gas, for oil, for 汽油
Beach.
gas 汽油怎么说？petrol 汽油，oil 石油啊 ，gas 天然气 gas。Water transportation is divided river transportation and sea transportation. River and sea.
Different. Rivers we can use.
Railway station is divided general railway and high-speed railway. In China, high-speed railway. High-speed railway.
Actually,
Hey.
can we consider the subway also as river transportation?
什么
Subway.
？Subway.
地铁。
subway.
Is a
地铁it belong to railway station. A railway transportation. City or urban railway. Urban railway. Or city railway. Urban railway. Okay.
Environment.
Understand. Comparison of transportation mode. Transportation mode. The mode indicator includes costs, travel time, reliability, serviceability, accessibility, safety. One represent best. 5 represent worst. Okay. 1 is best. 5 is worst. So railway serviceability is the best. Highway reliability is the best. Marine, no. Marine, or water transportation. Marine is all water transportation. Marine is all transportation. The cost it's cheap, but the time, reliability, serviceability, and accessibility and safety is poor. It's poor. The airline, the cost is poor. It's贵. The airline, the cost of airline is expensive, but the travel time is the shortest. The shortest. And the safety is the best.
Safety is the best.
Airline is the best. But I think the high speed railway is very safe.
Compared to airline.
High speed railway is very safe.
Even to
So the high speed my the first choice of travel style is high-speed railway. High-speed railway, not airline. Not airline. I think the high-speed railway is more safer. It's safer than airline.
It's true.
It's true. Okay.
I don't believe in that. I believe that.
Let's see the road transportation. Road transportation. There are following factors of road transportation. One, high flexibility， 很灵活，高度灵活的啊 ，flexibility， high flexibility。Two, a kind of door-to-door transportation. Three, mainly for middle and short distance transportation, not for very long distance. Not for very long distance. What's long? What's short? What's middle? In China, 2,000 kilometers is long, or middle, or short?
2000?
Because China is very big.
It's big.
It's very big. So, for people or for goods? For people or for goods? So it's not, it's very confusing. It's very confusing. But 10 kilometers is short.
Very short.
Very short. And 200 kilometers is middle. Okay. I think 2,000 kilometers is long distance. 4. High transportation cost. High transportation cost because the petrol is very expensive. It's expensive. It's more expensive than America or your Canada, your country. Canada.
Not so expensive.
Not expensive. Ghana is not expensive. It's cheap. The petrol is in Ghana is cheap than in China.
Yeah.
5. Larger coverage surface and wide extension depths. 6. Low security and heavy pollution. Heavy pollution because CO2 the drainage二氧化碳排放。There are many traffic accidents on road in the world every day. So it's not security. Not security.
Amazing.
10 extent of the volume of agri means of transportation in 2017. Highway is the most important type of transportation because the ratio of volume of rail transportation is 76.7%, and the ratio of volume of passenger transportation is 78.9%. So it's the most important transportation type. The most important. The second important is railway. Railway. Types of road. In China, the road is divided according to the applications: highway, urban road, forest road.森林 forest 林区道路 mine and plant road 矿区和工厂厂矿道路 mine for and plant factory rural road is in China. Rural road is village road. rural road 乡村道路，农村道路 village road。The history of road development. The Western Zhou dynasty, the carriage road for horse carriage, 马车 First Emperor of Qin, the Western Han dynasty, the Silk Road, 丝绸之路 Silk Road. Tang dynasty, extensive road network. Qin dynasty, fully functional. Qin dynasty, full functional road system. In 1949, in China, the total mileage of highway is 130,000 kilometers. This is in dynasty, Qin dynasty. We use the unified transport system. This is Silk Road. In West Han dynasty, 2,000 years ago. The Silk Road is collected with Europe and Africa, you know, from Asia to Africa and to Europe. This is still 2,000 years. One Belt, One Road is sea transportation. Sea transportation. Okay. Which is sea transportation. The One Belt, One Road is collect the China and Europe and India and Africa and Russia. Okay. And Middle Asia, West Asia, South Asia, Southeast Asia.
Now, Asia.
Huh?
Zone.
Middle Asia.
Yeah.
Middle Asia.
Now.
India. India. And Europe and Russia. Paris.
Yeah.
Okay. Thousand kilometers. This is the longest village of Great in the world. We are in Hunan.
Yeah.
Hunan province. Hunan province. In Hunan province there is a 6,000 kilometers freeway. Remarkable achievements. So we, China, the construction of highway is finished rapidly. We get remarkable achievement, but the problems is exist. The problems exist. Small quality of high class highways. Traffic accident rate is high due to mix of traffic. What's mix of traffic? That's the motor vehicle. The vehicle without a motor, such as bike,
E-bike.
and pedestrian
Yeah.
are all on the same lane. So the traffic accident is easy to happen. Unbalanced developmental level. Unbalanced developmental. The poor province in China, the rich province is in the South China and East China. But the poor province is in North China and West China. So the development level of highway is not different. Hunan province is middle, not rich and not poor, middle, between the west and east province.
Actually, is here in Yunnan. They made the subway.
Subway,
Yeah, here in Yunnan.
subway,
Yes.
长沙，只有长沙有地铁。
Yeah.
Subway,
Yes.
in Hunan, only one city, only Changsha
Songshan.
has subway. Other cities in Hunan
Subway
have no subway.
Yes.
No subway. The subway is very convenient for go shopping, for shopping or for transportation. Yes.
Laoshi, I was in Haikou in Hainan.
Hainan，
Haikou, they don't.
你去过海口吗？
Yeah.
哦，我也去过，三亚去过吧？
Yeah, Sanya, yeah.
海口
还有
没有，因为 the city is small.
Yeah.
Haikou is a small city.
Oh.
But Changsha is a big city. Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, Shenzhen is very big city. Very big city. Changsha, Wuhan, Xi'an is big city. Haikou is middle city.
So
Middle city.
I was thinking that they don't have highway, they don't have subway because they are highway, water.
Water.
Yeah, they are under there is water.
In water.
Haikou.
Okay,
Yeah.
I understand. It was between Highland and Guangdong province. The subway under the sea
Yeah, can you give me that?
tunnel,
Yeah.
sea tunnel. The tunnel under the sea, the marine tunnel will be constructed in recent years. 在海南水下的隧道是不是？它可以通高铁，high speed railway under the sea. The tunnel, the marine tunnel must be constructed in recent years. Tunnel or bridge? I don't know.
But there's also a bridge from.
Between the琼州海峡，琼州海峡怎么说啊？海峡就是海湾琼州 Sea， 琼州 Sea， between Guangdong and Hainan， the bridge or the tunnel under the sea will be constructed in recent years. But a tunnel or a bridge, I don't know. I don't know. This is the comparison of density of highways. China is developed. China is developed. Advanced. China is advanced. The total distance is in advance. Is a fast. But the area density is not the fast. Germany is the fast. Germany is smaller than China. Small than China. Japan, France, Italy were a big the defense than China.
In Russia.
Russia is very big country,
Yeah.
so the area density is very small. Very small. It's smaller than it's smaller than China. It's smaller than China. This is unbalanced development of road network in eastern and western parts. You can see the road network in the south and east China is very is very good. It's developed, but the north and west China, the road network is developing. It's developing. The west China deserts, 沙漠desert 沙漠，所以路很少，人少，住的人少，中国大部分的人都住在东部和南部，
对，
少部分的人住在北部和西部，但是中国的北部和西部非常的美 ，it's very beautiful. The scene is very beautiful in north and west China.
Actually, between Taiwan and United, is it the bridge or a tunnel?
Wait.
Is it area?
Which area?
Taiwan.
Is it true? Someone named Joe here.
It's a road.
Oh, this is a
Bridge.
bridge or tunnel
Underground.
under the sea. It's a marine tunnel or bridge. Refuge. But I don't know.
The one from-
what time?
The one
这个 only is a plane. Is a plane for future. Future. But Taiwan is a problem.
Yeah.
Taiwan is a problem. Is a problem.
Hong Kong.
Same as Hong Kong.
Yeah, but Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, no problem.
No, it's right now it's a bridge. Yeah.
Hong Kong, no problem.
Long bridge.
Hong Kong. This is a Highland
Yeah.
Island.
Thailand.
Highland Island.
Next to Guangzhou.
Hong Kong.
This is Highland Island. Highland is very beautiful.
Very.
Thailand.
Is Hangzhou beautiful?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Uh,
I think there's not some winter.
桂花开了，闻到了吗？桂花，flower，桂花 flower，
我吃不到啊。
我喜欢
Mango.
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 Highland. Mango is the fruit of Highland. Highland. The Fujian province, the sea between Fujian, Taiwan Sea, between the sea between Fujian and Taiwan province is wider than is broader, is wider than the sea between Guangdong and Highland province. Yes. Okay. So it's complete. It's completed. It's complex. It's more difficult for this road. Urban road, current situation of developments of urban roads. Urban roads have developed rapidly and achieved remarkable achievements. There are some factors: mixture of traffic, low operation efficiency, and management. There are some problems, especially mixture of traffic. Part 3, development planning. National highway system planning. 5 vertical and 7 horizontal national arterial highways. This plan was distributed in 1980s. National highway network planning. From 2013 to 2030. The freeway is 7, 11, 18 network. 7 is the road from Beijing to other areas. 7 roads, 7 freeways from capital Beijing city to other cities. 11 is from north to south or south to north. 11 there are 11 freeways from north to south. 18 means there are 18 freeways from west to east or from east to west. This network is the most important freeways in China. General National Highway. There is 265,000 kilometers. What's General National Highway? It's not freeway. Generally, there are 2
2 lanes on the way, on the highway.
Yeah.
Yes.
But freeway, at least 4 lanes.
Yeah.
At least 4 lanes. One direction, at least 2 lanes. But general national highway is not freeway. But probably 2 lanes. Probably 4 lanes. Probably 2 lanes. 2 lanes is one direction, one lane. Or 4 lanes. This is plane plan map of national freeway, national freeway plan. Green is from north to south. The red is from Beijing to other areas. The blue is from east to west. Section 3. Phases of road survey and design. Road survey and design. The first phase is pre-feasibility study. Pre-feasibility study. The second phase is engineering feasibility study. The third phase is approval. The fourth phase is design. This part in the whole is design. But the design is detail is divided into primary design, technical design, construction drawing design. If the road the construction drawing design is to print the joint, and we use engineering use that joint to construct the road. This is the final design. One stage, 2 stage, and 3 stage design. Primary design, determine the design scheme. Technology design, further carry out the design scheme for great and complicated technical problems. Construction drawing design is to complete detail the design scheme to meet the requirements of construction. Not work roads need 3 design. If the road is very easy, we directly start construction drawing design directly. Low technology design, low primary design. If the road is not very easy, it's not very easy. We start with primary design and end with construction drawing design, low technology design, low technology design. If the road is complicated, it's very complicated, we start with primary design, then technology design, final, we end with construction drawing design. So it relate the design stage. The design stage is relative to the difficulty of the road. Difficulty of the road. Classification of highways. Section 4, functions and classification of roads. Functions and classification of roads. Classifications of highways. We can classify the highways according to the functions or according to administration. If according to functions, there are five kinds. Arterial, principal arterioles, minor arterioles, main collectors, minor collectors, and locals. Principal arterioles, minor arterioles, main collectors, minor collectors, and locals. The factor related to the function is mobility and accessibility. What's mobility? What's mobility? For high speed and direct, high speed and direct. Also, accessibility is convenient for people, for vehicle, convenient. If we classify the highways according to administration, there are some
classifications is as follows: national highway, provisional highway, county highway, village highway, national, provisional, county, and village, What's arterials? How to understand arterials? Mainly mobility function, smooth traffic to save time and cost. Maintain safe operation. Collectors, mainly distribution function. Collection, vehicle, collection and spread. Collect the vehicle from other road and spread vehicles to other road. Okay.
Thank you.
1 to 2 minutes. Self-laboring. Self-laboring area. Relatively low speed. Not high speed. Locals. Mainly accessibility function for local residents. Mainly accessibility function for local residents. So this is a map of highway system. The most wide green line is arterial highway. And collected city. Collected different city. Collective highway. Arterial highway, larger and medium cities, long distance transport, rapid transportation service. So these two. Collection, these two. Collection highway, collective highway. Medium and small cities collected medium and small cities. Local transport, combine accessibility and speed. This is village. This is feeder highway or local highway. Village, rural short distance, transport, accessibility, 可达性方便 convenient. OK， 放学了，下课了。谢谢老师，下周见。